So let's move through to our cool online tools for tonight. And we have our very first one tonight. So the very first one tonight is one called what3words.com. And what this is this is a very unique, precise mapping mechanism. So, what you do is with this site, you can register 3 words, which is your unique 3 words, and you can position that so where your business is or at a location of your choice, and you can pinpoint it exactly. The problem with Google Maps and some of those mapping softwares is that sometimes it's slightly off. It might, if you happen to have a business in, I don't know, let's say, as I do in Robina, and a centre in Christine Avenue, then the pin just drops on that centre there. But this way here, by choosing these 3 words, you can drop the pin exactly where you want it, and people can find you. So, and you can see on this particular site, there is someone's chosen the words guard, cling, radio. They are their 3 words that they've registered. And so you can click on that, and then you can use Google Maps or Waze or Bing Maps. You can click on the icons to go and navigate to that exact position. So you do have to register your words. You can see here now I've clicked on another square, and that is someone's chosen the words cult, scales, and vows. So you can choose your own words. So it might be, I don't know, marketing, sales, and wow. And so they may be your 3 words that you can then register and associate with your location. So it's an interesting concept in that it's not relying on so much the GPS coordinates that Google provides, but it is an exact location. You can actually find it if you navigate through to it on Google Maps always. This was just an interesting one. I don't know where it's going to go. I noticed there are people in Australia that have registered their 3 words, some in New Zealand, a lot in the US, and others scattered throughout the world as well too. If you do have a location that you want people to be able to find you, this may be an interesting way to do it. In fact, we're on a Sydney map at the moment. So someone has registered Cult, Scales, Vows. They are in Castlereagh Street in Sydney, and that is their exact location. So if I go and click on, say, Google Maps, for instance, it will then go and find that exact location if you're doing it on your phone, and then you can navigate through to them. So why would you have something like this? Well, really good for your business card, for instance. So if you're giving out your business card, really difficult to put in your exact coordinates on a business card. You can put your address in, people would have to tap on that address, but with those 3 words, they can just go to this app, what3words.com, type in those 3 words, they'll find you exactly, and then you can click on Google Maps and find you. So there's probably lots of use cases for it. It's a reasonably newish sort of app, and it was something that I thought was interesting and notable and worth including here. So that there is found on what3words.com. So if you're struggling to see the URL in the bar, we will drop these into chat, which we already have now. And if you're not sure where chat is, if you have a look at the bottom of your Zoom screen, you'll see a little toolbar, and one of the icons in the middle of the toolbar is a speech bubble. If you click on that, it will open up chat, and then down the bottom of chat are 3 little dots. And if you click on those 3 little dots, then that allows you to save the chat. So you can progressively save it throughout the evening. Now, you will see in chat already, there are what3words.com, and it's got /guard.cling.radio. You can actually just remove those 3 words, because that's just someone's location, and you can just search around on the map there to find a location of your choice. So there's lots and lots of them there. All right, so that is what3words.com.
Question?
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, I've got a question or 3.
Of course.
So when you click on, that guy clicked on that square, do you own that square, or can someone else be in that square as well?
That's a really good question. I believe you own the square, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
And can you have more than one square? If
you can have more than one square. So yes, for sure. So if you've got sort of 3 locations or 4 locations, then you can have more than one square.
Okay, thank you.
All right. But best thing to do is, I don't have all the answers on this one because I only found it yesterday, is just go and have a look at the site. There's they've probably got a Q&A sort of section on there as well too.
Got it.
All right, next one I have is readsy.com. So for those of you that and there's a couple of people here looking at publishing books as well too, this just happens to be a site where you can go to for publishing resources. So I guess this is a freelancing site for anyone that is wanting to write, to market, to get designed a book, an ebook, a publication, a resource, a program, sort of course materials. So this site here is a place to find people that can do all sorts of things. So, they've got editors there, designers, publicists. So if you want to publicize your or get intermediate, your ebook, your book, your course, then you can find people that will do that there. They've got marketers, they've got ghostwriters. So if you want someone to actually do the writing for you, then there are 200 odd ghostwriters here as well too. And there are web designers who can build you a website around it all as well too. So this is more for the self-publishing industry. So if you're self-publishing a document or a book or an ebook, then this is where you can go to find freelancers that will do that for you. So you just set up accounts, free to set up an account. And then when you're looking for people, then it really is a competitive bid process where you can post your job and you can ask people to bid on it. And you can also invite people to come and bid on your job as well too. So so if you don't have time to write anything and you want someone to do it for you, or you want it edited because your grammar and punctuation needs a bit of work, or you just want a good design, this is a great place to go. So that is readsy.com. All right, next one I have for you is one called melonapp.com. So this here is a live streaming app. It is an alternative to something like Zoom or StreamYard or any of those live streaming platforms. Someone introduced this one to me recently, and it is an absolute breeze to use, and they have a free plan as well too. So the good thing about this particular one is that you can stream it through to a number of platforms all at the same time. So you can stream it to Facebook, to YouTube, LinkedIn, and to Twitter. And there are some various other platforms there as well, and you can do it all at once. At the moment, I'm streaming through to Facebook only, although Zoom's got the capability to stream through to YouTube as well. But you can only do one channel at a time unless you're using a custom streaming service. So this one has got that, or Melon App has got that built in where you can stream to a number of places. So people can register there. As I say, multi-screen, you can record it, and you can also record it to your local machine rather than up to the cloud. The benefit of recording to your local computer is you get a higher quality recording, which is good for for video and for uploading to your podcast if you happen to use it for podcasting as well too. So it's as I say, they do have a free plan as well, and then pricing wise, it's reasonably competitive there at $9 a month and $17 a month. I think something like Zoom starts at $20 odd a month. So yeah, so it is a good alternative here. So well worth checking out. If you do want to check it out, just check out the free plan first of all. All right, next one I've got is an interesting one as well. So this is for those that want a, I don't know, temporary phone number or a second phone number. And it's one of those things that maybe if, let's say you are subscribing to a service on or a lead magnet online, and the subscription is with a phone number, like a mobile number, or they request a mobile number. You don't actually want to give out your mobile number because you know, we get lots of calls and text messages. So you can set up a temporary second number specifically for that particular use itself. Or you could use the second number. They don't have them for Australia. They've got them for US, Canada, and UK. But if you happen to operate in sort of US, Canada, and UK, then you could get a second number so that when you're calling people and you call from your computer, or you can use your mobile device with the app that they've got on the mobile device, then what shows up on their phone at the other end, let's say if it's in the US, is a US number. It's not an Australian number that shows up, it's a US number that shows up. So it might be good if you're wanting to really establish a US presence or Indian presence or a UK presence, to have a phone number that you're calling from that is in that country. So you can have multiple numbers as well. So you could have 3 numbers, UK, Canada, and UK, plus your one that you've got in your local area as well. And you can use it for calling, for sending text messages, or MMS messages as well too. And it does support all of those things like your images and your GIFs and that type of thing as well too. So there's an alternative if you're looking for a second phone number and you're not wanting to use, say, something like WhatsApp or Messenger. So that one there is called Hushed.com, HUSHED.com. And the very last app for you I have tonight is a digital business card generator. So, and I'm starting to see these pop up more and more at some of the networking meetings that I attend, and one that I run as well too. And that's people that rock up with a digital business card. So they've gotten rid of the paper, they're just using a digital card. So this particular site, smartvcard.com, allows you to create your own digital card, and it's free as well too. So when you come to the site, you'll be presented with a screen here, and you just fill in your information. So you know, I'm going to write, pop my name in there, and you can write in your job title and business name. And you can see on the right-hand side that it's starting to populate your card on the right-hand side. And once it's done, I'll just add a bit more to it here. What's my postcode? And you can go down to type a description of your business. You can also add your phone number, your socials into it as well too, or your chat messaging. You could even add your secondary phone number from the previous app as well, and then you can sort of pop in some of your secondary apps in there as well. So that becomes your virtual business card. Now it is you can attach media to it too. So if you do have a lead magnet that you want to give people, you can attach a PDF document. You can incorporate a video. So you can embed a YouTube video into it as well. You can put a QR code onto it. You can put some of your products onto it as well too. And it's got the capacity to add some other sections with other documents and code in there as well too. So it's incredibly flexible. It's probably one of the more flexible apps that I've seen as a digital card. And you'll notice on the top right-hand corner, you've got the ability to share it. And there's a QR code. You can tap it and it'll bring up a QR code. Won't do it now until you've actually saved it. And but the tricky thing about this one here is if you're technically pretty competent, what you do is you download the card as a zip file, and then you upload it to your website, so the home directory of your website. So you might create a folder in your website directory called, say, vcard, and then you upload it there, and that becomes your address. So it can be your own branded address. So it could be, for instance, smashgo.co/vcard, and if you give people that address, up pops your digital card. And once that's hosted there, then that QR code becomes available as well too. and people can scan the QR code and then they can save it to their, or save your details to their phone. So if you're not technically minded, then any web developer, if you've got a web developer, they are more than competent to be able to handle something like this. It is a reasonably simple task for those that, sort of understand navigating their way around a cPanel or FTP. So there you go, and that is free as well too. If you do want to make a business out of it, there are some people that have created businesses out of creating and hosting digital business cards. Well, one of my favorite places to go is AppSumo, and they have a deal on at the moment for you to go and buy this. And that deal there is a one-time lifetime deal, and you can create people's business cards for, what is it, $37. Pay it once, and then you can charge people, I don't know, $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month, or whatever, to host the their business cards. And then you've got a business helping people to set these up for themselves as well too. So that there is called smartvcard.com. So no excuses now not to have a digital business card. And that there is a wrap up of our cool online tools for tonight. So what's your favorite? Drop into chat which is your favorite one. You may not quite remember the name. All of the apps are actually in chat now as well too, which you can actually save now if you like by clicking those three little dots on the bottom right hand side. And you can progressively save it as the night goes through, and it will keep saving it to the same place on your computer. When you do save it, it will tell you, once you've hit save, it will come up with a blue link there to say show in Finder, or show it in your documents as well too. All right, so we had a couple of votes for, got quite a few votes for the Smart V card as well too. And what 3 words? Yes, that was it, Paul. What 3 words? That was the one. So Smart V card. Oh, it looks like our winner tonight is the digital business card. So, I'm interested to see people's creations of the business card. If you do get in there and create it, feel free to share your creation in the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook group. If you want any help with it as well, more than happy to provide any pointers and help out as well too. All right, what have we got? Anyone come through on Facebook as well? Looking for, it looks like I've lost it there. I'll bring up the feed on Facebook for those who are on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, say hello as well too, and just drop into chat there your favorite app as well too.